A pleasant day to everyone. I am Joy Marshmagpantay from ABM Department presenting our research entitled Digital Marketing Metrics of the Leading Food Businesses in Sinilo and Laguna, with a general objective of finding out the contribution of digital marketing metrics to the performance of the leading food businesses in Sinilo and Laguna in terms of scalability and profitability. Chapter 1. The Problem and its Background. Technology plays a big role in the world of business. It is a growing necessity. As the years go by, the business world is leaning more and more towards it, making it almost impossible to separate the two from each other. As the world of digital marketing continues to expand, the number of options available to a marketer are endless. People are continuously creating and adopting new technologies and exploring new ideas that are being introduced through the online community. Marketing managers are under increasing pressure to demonstrate the contribution of marketing activities to their firm's bottom line. That's why digital marketing metrics came in. It is the use of a variety of strategies for measuring and observing the target advertising of products and services. Every business is different, which is why they should have their own set of metrics. There is no single template for digital marketing campaigns because each set of initiatives need to strategically meet the business success metrics. It is the role of digital marketers to determine which metrics they need to look at and focus on, and to attribute these metrics to the success of the business. They need to be able to find out the metrics that really matter. Our statement of the problems are: first, what digital marketing metrics are being used by the different leading food businesses in Sinilo and Laguna? Second, how do the leading businesses utilize digital marketing metrics in attaining their goals or targets for their business? And last is, which of the digital marketing metrics contributes the most in terms of scalability and profitability of the business? Significance of the study. Significance of the study, the facts and data that the researchers acquired from the study can be beneficial for an individual or group that follows. First is the entrepreneurs. The result from this study can raise awareness to those owners of different businesses. Once that their sales turns out to be low, it may panic them to use some tools that may help them to track their digital performance that may also help them to increase and improve their sales, since digital marketing metrics is introduced into different enterprises. Next is Negosyo Center. Once the study is already done, the result of the study will be given to the Negosyo Center so that they can implement to the small and medium businesses in Santa Maria what those leading food businesses in Sinilo and Laguna are implementing. Third is community. As digital marketing metrics are used as medium of different businesses, businesses in the community, either big or small, could easily understand the scalability of their business than the future entrepreneurs. The result of this study will help them to be aware where the use of digital marketing metrics so that their future business would gain success and be a better entrepreneurs. And lastly is for the future researchers. This study will help them to be a better analyst, and it can be a guide as a future reference for more studies in the future, and also future researchers who will likely to have a similar study can get background information from the result of this study. It can also serve as a basis to initiate a new topic or issue for a new research. Scope and limitations. The scope of the study will be limited to the digital marketing metrics used by leading food businesses and how these metrics contribute to the performance of the business. The respondents of the study will include the managers of different leading food businesses. This study will be conducted in various places in Sinilo and Laguna for the fiscal year 2019 to 2020 where the leading businesses are located. Definition of terms. The enumerated terms add to clarify the discussion and derive a clear concept of this study. The terms are defined operationally and conceptually based on the objective of the research. First, digital marketing metrics. These are the tools used by marketing teams to measure and track the performance of their marketing campaigns and the business itself. Second, entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. A person who organizes and operates a business or businesses taking on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. Profitability. It is the ability of a company to use its resources to generate revenues in excess of its expenses. In other words, this is a company's capability of generating profits from its operations. Then, leading food businesses. It refers to the food businesses that would help the researchers and help to find out the contribution of digital marketing metrics. Those businesses are the Jollibee, Dunkin' Donut, and Goldilocks. Lastly is the salability. It is a technical analysis term used to compare performances of different trading systems or different investments within one system. Theoretical framework. According to the control theory by Jaworski, 1998, monitoring the performance provides one informational means to help planned marketing activities produce desired results. Control theory assumes that management has a strategy and a known set of intermediary stages with which actual performance can be compared. Metric selection is an essentially rational process by which marketing managers can learn to improve performance by altering the utility levels associated with marketing control variables. These distinguish whether the company is selecting the right goals, whether they are being achieved, or where the company is making or losing money and the return on each marketing expenditure. However, control theory assumes that management establishes goals of whatever type. Having done that, the metrics necessary to compare goals with performance are defined. The greater the difficulty of effectively measuring marketing performance, the greater should be the efficiency of the behavior. This implies that when it is more difficult to evaluate marketing results, more reliance is likely to be placed on marketing expenditure controls. It also implies that specialist marketers are likely to propose metrics that will justify prospective expenditure and past activities. Conceptual framework. Marketing strategies has transformed with the rise of digital technologies, and understanding the effectiveness of digital marketing strategies requires the ability to analyze and measure their impact. Appropriate, accurate, and timely digital marketing metrics are critical for a business to assess whether they are achieving their objectives or whether the selected strategy is appropriate to achieve organizational goals. Depending on your organization's specific objectives, these metrics can be interpreted to determine which social media marketing campaigns are most effective. It needs accurate metrics in order to attain a better performance of a business in regards to their salability and profitability. When you know your metrics well, it can make a world of a difference to your campaign. The positive return on investment that you seek from your digital marketing efforts depends on what metrics you use to track and improve the long run. Monitoring metrics that actually help you increase your revenues over time should be your topmost. It should be your topmost priority. Chapter 3 Methodology. This chapter includes research design, respondent of the study, sampling procedure, research instrument, research locale, and the data analysis procedure. Research locale. This study was conducted in Siniloan, Laguna, wherein the researchers have an interview with the respondents. Research design. Since this study is a qualitative research, it implies a narrative research design. It is a term that subsumes a group of approaches that rely on the written or spoken words or visual representation of individuals. The respondents of the study were only composed of three managers of the three leading food businesses, which is Jollibee, Dunkin' Donut, and Goldilocks. Determining sampling procedures. The research employed the criterion sampling under the non-probability sampling to determine the respondents of the study. According to Patton, criterion sampling includes selecting cases that meet some predetermined criterion of importance. It can be useful in identifying cases from the standardized questionnaire that might be useful to follow up. A pre-observation was conducted by the researcher to be able to analyze the location of different businesses. The researchers chose to have a few respondents who have different places of their business. Thus, only 3 respondents were used as the sample of the study. This is done to ensure the reliability and credibility of the result of the study. Research instrument. This study used the semi-structured interview as the research instrument, which the researcher used both closed and open-ended questions. The researchers administered, interpret, and discuss what the study is all about to the participants and the respondents. Semi-structured interview does not strictly follow a formalized list of questions. They ask open-ended questions, allowing for a discussion with the interviewer rather than a straightforward questions answered formally. Research procedures. After conducting a pre-observation, the researchers therefore made the letter of consent for the principal to let the respondents to be interviewed outside the school premises. After those interviews, response will be analyzed, transcribed, extract, and interpret. Procedures of data analysis. The tool that used by the researchers is the thematic narrative analysis in the research. Then the researchers use the ASHAL coding. ASHAL coding is a more directed approach at looking at the data to help them to make sure that they identify the important aspects. Chapter 4. This chapter presents the result of the study, analysis, and interpretation of data. What digital marketing metrics are being used by the different unique food businesses in Sinilo and Laguna? First is the BCG matrix. Businesses from now on are based on providing products or services that are profitable now, but they also attempt to identify changes in offerings that will keep the company profitable to the near future. The current money makers are easy to identify now, but a good business strategy also asks, what about the future? Regarding on the digital marketing metrics that Jollibee is using, they said that, with this question, there was a team or department handling marketing. Maybe they are the right person to ask for, but one thing I could share is the BCG matrix. First, what is really a BCG matrix? It is created by the Boston Consulting Group. The BCG matrix are also known as the Boston or Growth Share Matrix. It provides a strategy for analyzing products according to growth and relative market share. The BCG model has been used since 1968 to help companies gain insights on what products best help them capitalize on market share growth opportunities and give them a competitive advantage. It is simple and very easy to understand. BCG metrics can be used to determine and to identify how corporate cash resources can best be used in order to maximize companies' profitability and future growth, and the fact is a big point for Jollibee to continuously using it until now. Next is the point of sale system. Quality food and outstanding service are the keys to customer satisfaction and retention. These are the must of a restaurant to succeed. Point of sale system is used throughout the restaurant and retail industry. This computerized system allows business owners to track sales, cash flow, and food inventory can help simplify your bookkeeping enormously. The high volume of cash and credit cards that pass through a restaurant each day make a POS system a necessity. Not only does a POS system track every penny of your sales, many POS programs also act as credit card processors. As for Dunkin' Donuts, they are using the system because they have said mas convenient and mas simple yung work kasi naka-organize na siya sa system. It tracks each sale you make with ease and accuracy. The information allows you to make better informed decisions for your business. This system makes a correctly tracked sales ahead. Ultimately, the benefits of a POS system or the point of sale system are increased productivity, stronger tracking, better management, and more satisfied customers. Addition to that is POS system makes tracking an easier way for businesses. Digital marketing can be easily tracked by the system based on its everyday sales. How do the leading businesses utilize digital marketing metrics in attaining their goals or targets for their business? First is proper utilization of digital marketing metrics. The growth of a business is based on how entrepreneur runs their chains of businesses that will lead them to pursue their target goals. Goal setting ensures you have something to strive for. It provides a guideline for digital marketing metrics you'll use to measure the success of one or more campaigns. According to one of our respondents, Jollibee have said that we manage it by only one system to guide us for us to work as one. Give feedback if the system is not good. For us, there was no disadvantage to this digital marketing metric. It helps the company to boost and to have brand awareness. If there is inconsistency, there always have an innovation and improvement. Jollibee uses digital marketing metric to guide them when it comes to their digital marketing campaigns. The innovation and improvements that their company experience comes with the success that they achieve now and on the days ahead. Which of the digital marketing metrics contributes the most in the salability and profitability of the business? BCG matrix. To be successful and remain in business, both profitability and growth are important and necessary for a company to survive. Business salability will maximize the number of buyers interested in your business and also maximize the eventual sale price received. The big thing to remember when selling a business is if it is not valuable to you, it won't be valuable to anyone else either. Jollibee uses BCG matrix and according to them, in every business there is a competition. So we are only stay put for what we have. The department continues studies to help the goal of our company. DMM helps the company to introduce promos, new products that help to increase frequency of EC or total cost, and of course, to help in terms of profitability. Profitability is, of course, critical to a company's existence, but growth is crucial to a long-term survival. Chapter 5, Summary of Findings, Conclusions, and Recommendations. Summary of Findings. What digital marketing metrics are being used by the different leading food businesses in Sinaloa and Laguna? The digital marketing metrics that are being used by the different leading food businesses in Sinaloa and Laguna are the BCG matrix or the Boston or Growth Share metrics and the point of sale system. How do the leading businesses utilize digital marketing metrics in attaining their goals or targets for their business? First is, they use digital marketing metrics for improvements and innovation and by having brand awareness that will lead their success and keep on growing. Which of the digital marketing metrics contributes the most in the salability and profitability of the business? When it comes to the digital marketing metrics that contributes the most, well, it is the BCG matrix or the Boston or Growth Share metrics. Conclusions. First, that most of the leading food businesses in Sinaloa and Laguna do have metrics to record the performance of their business when it comes to their digital marketing campaigns, but they're not that much aware what really digital marketing metric was. Among the three respondents, Jollibee was the only food businesses in Sinaloa and Laguna that had enough knowledge on what really is behind the system of digital marketing metrics. And last is, the respondents gained benefit on using digital marketing metrics and it has a great impact when it comes to the scalability and profitability of the business. Recommendations. Entrepreneurs should have a background knowledge about the respective area dealing with digital marketing metrics. Entrepreneurs should accept new knowledgeable ideas either from their customer or from their colleagues on how to improve the tracking of the performance of their business. Entrepreneurs should pay attention to the metrics they use to know if it has an impact to the state of their business. Conduct a study that will pave the way in making your target audience more conscious and aware of your brand. And lastly is, businessmen who wants to acquire strategies regarding digital marketing metrics should have his or her goals that will lead the business to its peak of success. And that's all, and thank you for listening on the presentation of our study.
Sabi nila, komplikado raw nga dapat nag-aaralan. At nung dumating si Papa sa amin ay kami napabuti. Ang pag-asang nahanap ko sa iyong pagtuturo, at ang hirap ay napawi ng iyong kalaman. Ang man at businessman ay aming natutunan, tulad ng logarithmic. Isama pa ang interest, mark at markdown, pagkuha ng commission, moderation, at decimal. Ito sa amin the best. At sa wakas ay na-enjoy namin ang pagsusog ng general math. Pangako sa'yo na hindi nilimutin at aming papaunlarin. Ang pag-asang nahanap ko sa iyong pagtuturo, at ang hirap ay nabawi ng iyong kalaman. Ang man at businessman ay aming natutunan, tulad ng logarithmic. Isama pa ang X and Y, ang range at domain, exponential function. Wala nun hanggang ngayon, wala ngayon hanggang dulo. Ito